Hello guys, welcome to my channel and today I am going to do EXP22 Excel chapter 7 mid-level 1 real estate. Basically this is the 7th chapter of Excel section of this Pearson course, and in this video I will be doing this assignment step by step and you can get your assignments done by watching this complete video. But if you want me to do this assignment for you, or if you want me to do this complete course for you, including all the Word, Excel, PowerPoint or Access assignments, then you can contact me and you can hire me for your complete course. You can also hire me for your other courses like accounting, management, finance, information technology, computer sciences, all other writing assignments, mathematics or statistics. My WhatsApp number and email is showing at the bottom of the screen. Please contact me either through WhatsApp or email and hire me for your courses. At start of instruction, we are given with project description. There is nothing to solve in this project description, but I suggest you to read this project description, get an idea about the assignment, then this will be easy for you to solve this assignment on your own. So please go through this and understand the assignment well. Then we have main part of the assignment, that is steps to perform to complete this project, and we have a total of 25 steps to get this assignment or project done. In this video I am not only going to solve these questions or steps for you, I am also going to make you learn Microsoft Excel as well. So if you want to do this assignment or if you want to learn Microsoft Excel, then you are supposed to follow me and you are supposed to watch this complete video. Now let's move to step number 1 or question number 1 of the assignment, and that is saying start Excel, download and open the file named EXP22 Excel chapter 7 mid-level 1 real estate. Gradle has automatically added your last name to the beginning of file name. So this is the Excel workbook that we are supposed to use to solve this assignment. We will apply all the instructions, all the steps to this Excel workbook, and we will make this Excel workbook in the final form for the submission. So your first task in this assignment is to download and open this Excel workbook. I have already downloaded and you can download this from your Pearson or course dashboard. So there is nothing else to solve in step number 1. Step number 1 of the assignment is just about downloading of this Excel workbook. So I have already downloaded and you can download. So now let's move to step number 2. Step number 2 of the assignment is saying the spreadsheet contains code BA, DA and SA to represent agent role, buyer agent, dual agent, seller agent. You want to switch the code for the actual description. In cell E12 of the details worksheet, insert the switch function to evaluate the agent code in cell D12. Include mixed cell references to the code and roles in the range J2 up to K4. For the values and result argument, use all cell references in the function. Copy the function to the range E13 up to E39. So now you can see that we have agent code in column D. These are the agent code. But we are supposed to switch this code to their complete description. Like for DA, we are supposed to switch this to dual agency. For SA, we are switch this to seller agent. For BA, we are supposed to switch this to the buyer agent. So for this purpose, we are supposed to use a switch function. So type an equal sign and type switch. Okay. Now click function symbol to enter the function argument. So our expression is given into cell D12. That is DA. So now it is saying that if so value 1, if it is J2, then it will switch this to, if it is J2, it will switch to the K2, that is the buyer agent. Okay. So we are supposed to use the absolute reference for this because these are not changing. If it is J3, okay, then this will switch to the K3, that is dual agency. Okay. If it is J4, then this will switch to the, it will switch to the K4, that is seller agent. Okay. Now let me repeat this and explain this function again. We are using a switch function that will switch the agent type code given into column D to their complete description. If it is J2, it will switch to the buyer agent. Like if this is BA, it will switch to the buyer agent. If it is DA, it will switch to dual agency. If it is SA, it will switch to seller agent. So now you can see for DA we got the dual agency. Now we are supposed to use the fill handler so that we can get all the results. Now like for BA we got buyer agent. For SA we got seller agent. Okay. So that is all about step number 2. So we have completed second step and now we are supposed to do next step, that is step number 3. Step number 3 is saying now you want to calculate the number of days between the list date and sale date. In cell G12, insert the days function to calculate the number of days between the listing date and the sale date. Copy the function to the range J13 up to J39. So we are supposed to go to cell J12 and here we are supposed to calculate days on market. Okay, and that we calculate by calculating the days between the sale date and the list date. Okay, so it is saying list date and sale date. Okay, so we will go to cell J12 and we are supposed to use the days function. Double click on that. Now our end date will be the sale date. Okay, and our start date will be the list date. Okay, so we will calculate the number of days, that is 76. Okay, now use the fill handler to copy the function down. So that is all about step number 3, where we were supposed to calculate the days on the market, okay, by using the days function, and we subtracted listing date from the sales date. Okay, that is all about step number 3. So now we are supposed to move to next step, that is step number 4. You want to calculate agent commission based on their role. In cell K12, insert the ifs function to calculate the agent commission based on the agent code and the applicable rates in the range L2 up to L4 here. These are the applicable rates and we are supposed to use the agent code. Okay, use relative and mix references correctly. Copy the function to the range K13 up to K39. So now we are supposed to go to cell K12 and here we are supposed to find agent commission by using the ifs function. So type equal sign, type ifs. Okay, double click on that. Now click on function symbol so that we can enter the function arguments. So now we have 3 logical tests. Our first logical test is if the agent code given into cell D12 is equal to J2, okay, then our agent commission will be sold price, that is given to G12 multiplied by L2. Okay, if first logical test is correct, then our agent commission will be the sold price multiplied by L2, that is the rate. Okay, if D12 again, if D12 is equal to J3, okay, then our agent commission will be again sold price multiplied by L3. Okay, that is the rate. Okay, if agent code, that is D12, is equal to J4, then our agent commission will be sold price, that is given into cell G12 multiplied by L4. Okay, so now let me repeat this function again. We are using an ifs function to calculate the agent commission, and we have 3 logical tests. If agent code given into cell D12 is equal to J2, that is BA, then our agent commission will be the sold price multiplied by this rate that is given into cell L2. if the agent code D12 is equal to J3, that is DA, then our agent commission will be G12 sold price multiplied by L3, that is 5.5%. If agent code is equal to G4, then our agent commission will be G12 multiplied by L4. Okay, this one. So now we are supposed to use the fail handler so that we can get the other results. Let me check why it is giving an error. 1 second. 1 second. Sorry, 1 second. Here. We are supposed to use absolute reference for these LVAs. This one, we will use the absolute SAR references, okay? Okay. Now we got all the agent commissions. Okay. So that is all about step number 4, where we were supposed to calculate the agent commission. So I have calculated the agent commission. Now we are supposed to do next step, that is step number 5. Step number 5 is saying you want to calculate the bonus if the sold price was at least equal to listing price and if the house sold within 30 days after being listed. In cell L12, insert an if function with the nested AND function to calculate the bonus. The AND function should ensure that both conditions are met. Sold price divided by the listing price is greater than or equal to 100%. And the days on the market are less than or equal to 30. If both conditions are met, the bonus is 1000, otherwise the bonus is 0. Used mix references to the input values in the range L7 up to L9. Copy the function to the range L12 up to L39. So now in this case, we are supposed to calculate the bonus amount into cell L12. And for this purpose, we are supposed to use an if function, and we will nest this in function with if function with the AND function. So we will go to cell L12 and type equal sign and type if. Double click on the if function. Now click on the function symbol to enter the function argument. Now we are supposed to nest this if function with the AND function. So we will type AND here. Okay. Now we are supposed to check the two conditions. First condition, it is saying sold price divided by the listing price. Sold price that is given into cell G12 divided by the listing price that is given into cell F12. Okay. Sold price divided by the list price is greater than or equal to 100%. Is greater than or equal to 100%, that is given into cell L7. Okay. That is our first condition. Our second condition is the days on the market are less than or equal to 30. The days on the market here J12 is less than or equal to 30. That is given into cell L8. If this condition is true, then we will get the bonus amount, that is 1000. Okay. Otherwise we will get 0. Okay. For first one, we got the bonus 0 because you can see the days on the market are not less than 30. Okay, now use the fail handler so that we can get other result. So now like for this one, you can see that days on the market are less than 30 and the sale price divided by list price is greater than 100%. Okay, so that is all about step number 5. So we have completed 5 steps of this assignment, and now we are supposed to do next step, that is step number 6. The top section of the spreadsheet is designed for the summary statistic for one condition. You will calculate the average selling price and the number of houses sold in each city. In cell B2, insert the average if function to calculate the average sold price for houses in the city of Alpine. Used make cell references For the range, use the relative references to the cell A2, copy the function and use the paste formulas option to paste the function in the range B2, B3 up to B5 so that the bottom border is preserved. Now we are supposed to use the average F function in cell B2 here. Okay, so that we can calculate the average sold price for the Alpine city. Type equal sign and type average if. Here you can see the average if function, double click on that, click function symbol so that we can enter the function argument. So our range range will be city column, this one. That will be our range starting from B12 up to B39. That will be our range. Okay, now our criteria is given into cell A2 and we are supposed to use relative reference for this, so use a relative reference. Okay, now we are supposed to calculate the average sold price, so our average range will be the sold price column, that is G12 up to G39. Okay, we are calculating the average sold price for the city of Alpine. Here, so we got the average sold price for the city of Alpine is here. Okay, for this purpose we used average F function and our range was the city column, that is B2, B12 up to B39. Then our criteria was A2. Then the average range was the sold price column, that is G12 up to G39. We are supposed to copy this formula, click copy, select this range and go to paste option and click formulas. Okay, that is all about step number 6. So we have completed 6 steps of this assignment and now we are supposed to move to next step, that is step number 7. You want to count the number of houses in the city. In cell C2, insert the count if function to count the number of houses in the city of Alpine. Now we are supposed to calculate the number of houses in the city of Alpine. Used mixed references for the range and use a relative reference to cell A2. Copy the function and use the paste formulas option to paste the function in the range C3 up to C5 so that the border in cell C5 is preserved. Now we are supposed to go to cell C2 and we are supposed to use a count if function so that we can count the number of houses sold in the city of Alpine. So type equal sign and type count if. So now here you can see the count if function, double click on that, click function symbol so that we can enter the function argument. So our range will be the city column again, that is B2 up to B13, B12 up to B39. Okay. Okay. Now criteria is given into cell A2 and we are supposed to use the relative reference for this one. Okay. And we got 7. That is our result. Okay, now we are supposed to copy this function, select this one, go to paste option and select formulas. Okay, that is all about step number 7. So we have completed 7 steps of this assignment so far and now we are supposed to move to next step, that is step number 8. Step number 8 is saying you want to calculate the total commission for each agent. In cell B7, insert the sum if function to total the commission by agent. Used mixed references for the range and use a relative reference to cell A7. Copy the function and use the paste formulas option to paste the function to the range B8 up to B9 so that border are preserved. So we are supposed to go to cell B7 and here we are supposed to use sum if function. So this is sum if function, double click on that, click function symbol to enter the function argument. So now we are supposed to select the range on which this criteria is based. So we are given the agent, so we will select agent column as the range, this one, that is C12 up to C39, that will be our range. Okay, and make this to absolute. Now our criteria is given into cell A7, but use the relative reference for this. Now we are supposed to calculate the total commission, so we will select the sum range, that is the commission column that is given here, into the range K12 up to K39, that is our sum range. Okay, that is our sum range. So we got the total commission by the carry here. Okay, now we are supposed to copy the formula and paste into the range B8 and B9. So click copy, select B9 and B8 and B9 and go to paste option and select formula. So that is all about step number 8, where we were supposed to calculate the total commission by different agents. Okay, for this purpose we were supposed to use SUMIF function, so I use SUMIF function. Now we are supposed to do next step, that is step number 9. The top middle section of the spreadsheet is designed for the summary statistic for the multiple condition. You will calculate the number of houses sold for each agent when he or she served as dual agent. Use mixed references for the range and the agent code condition in cell J3. Use relative references to the agent condition in cell E2. When you copy the formulas, use paste formulas option to preserve the border formatting. In cell F2, insert the count if function in cell F2 to count the number of houses sold by the first agent E2 who was a dual agent. J3, for the house, use all cell references in the function. Copy the function to the range F3 up to F4 and preserve the bottom border for the cell F4. So now we are supposed to go to cell F2 and we are supposed to use count ifs function. Here equal sign count if function, count ifs. Click on function symbol to enter the function argument. Now we are supposed to count the number of houses sold by the carry, so our criteria range will be the selling agent. Okay, that is C12 up to C39. Our criteria is E2. Okay, E2 is our criteria. And we are supposed to use relative references for this one. Okay, now criteria range 2, and that should be a dual agent. Okay, that should be a dual agent. Okay, so our criteria range 2 will be the agent type column, this one, that is D12 up to D39, and that should be a dual agent. Criteria is dual agent, that is J2. Okay, J2. Okay, now criteria range 3, use all now click OK. We got 3 number of houses sold by the carry whose agent type is the dual agent. Okay, so that is the result for step number 9. Now we are supposed to copy this formula, copy this and select these two and go to paste option and select formula. So we got the result for the Hernandez and Pijuan. Okay, so that is all about step number, so it was dual agent. Here we are supposed to select 3, not 2. Okay, copy this and select these two and select paste formulas, this one. So that is all about step number 9. So we have completed 9 steps of this assignment so far, and now we are supposed to move to next step, that is step number 10. So step number 10 is saying you are ready to calculate the total values of those houses for each agent when he or she served as dual agent. Use mixed references for the range and the agent code condition in cell J3. Use relative cell references for the agent condition in cell E2. When you copy the formulas, use the paste formulas option to preserve border formatting. In cell J2, insert the sum if function to sum the selling prices of the houses sold by the first agent E2 who was a dual agent J3. For that house, copy the function to the range J3 up to J4 and preserve the bottom border for cell G4. So let me go to cell G2, and here we are supposed to use a sum ifs function. This one. Click on the function symbol to enter the function argument. So sum range. So we are supposed to calculate total values of houses for each agent when he or she served. Okay. Sum the selling prices. So now selling price column, sold price column will be our sum range. Okay. But we are supposed to use absolute reference for this range. Okay. Now criteria range 1. So first range is it should be a dual agent. Okay. It should be a dual agent. So this one, sorry, not this one. It should be a dual agent. So first we are supposed to select the range for the first criteria. So first criteria is the dual agent name. So we will select the selling agent column as the first criteria range. Okay. That is C12 up to C39. That is our first criteria range. Okay. And our criteria is the name of the agent, that is carry. Okay. That is the name of the agent. Okay. Now our criteria range is 2 is the code column, that is D12 up to D39. Okay. And our criteria 2 is the dual agent that is given into cell J. Oh, 1 second. J2 is our second criteria. Okay. One second, what is giving me error? So sum range is selected, criteria range 1 is selected, criteria 1 is selected, and we are supposed to select the criteria range 2, that is the code column. This one. Okay. And our criteria is J2. Okay. So we got the total sold prices. Okay. Sorry, for the criteria 2 is not J2, it is J3, dual agent. Okay. So we got this. So in this video, I have solved 10 steps for you. That is more than half of the assignment that I have completed for you in this video. But if you want me to do this complete assignment for you, or if you want me to do this complete course for you, then you can contact me and you can hire me for your complete course. My WhatsApp number and email is showing at the bottom of the screen. Please contact me either through WhatsApp or email and hire me for your courses, and I will produce best grade for you. Thank you so much for watching my video. I will get back to you with another video.